Work continues to happen behind the scenes as the Gering Public Library looks to expand. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, JEO Consulting Group of Wahoo, Nebraska has been hired to provide architectural services, develop conceptual artwork, and preliminary cost estimates of options to expand the Gering Public Library. The Gering City Council last week approved the new contract as recommended by a committee comprised of city staff, council members, and the library board. City Administrator Pat Heath said the scope of the work also includes a priority of addressing the ADA deficiencies that exist at the current facility.
One of the primary goals of expanding ADA was to install a new entryway and ADA compliance ramp. We don't have to both upstairs and downstairs because once you enter the building you have to either go up or you have to use stairs to go downstairs, or we do have a chairlift to get downstairs, but the chairlift was kind of a temporary installation until we could get other improvements made.
The city has been budgeting funds for the ADA upgrades, but wanted to begin with concepts on how the entire library upgrade with those ADA enhancements would look like, along with potential costs. JEO is anticipated to put together a menu of design options for the city to choose from, with costs to be determined after a preferred concept is selected. Well, officials with Prima say they were working on a widespread outage this morning, affecting much of their Western Service territory. According to a post on the utility's Facebook page, the outage was caused by an open breaker in the Hemmingford substation. They say they're working with power supplier Tri-State to remedy the problem, and in the meantime, Prima crews are working as quickly as possible to switch affected loads to alternate feeds. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome back. In the fall of 2023, the Scottsbluff Public School District purchased the former SWBC building to expand all district early childhood programs and a number of additional district departments and services. Earlier this month, faculty gave a tour to local media to showcase the progress of the renovations, and while it may not look like much right now, Superintendent Dr. Andrew Dick says the finished project will help streamline many of the district's operations all under one roof.
I think you can see there's a number of different benefits that we're gaining by moving into this larger space. Obviously having students and staff all under one roof, but the indoor play space, the ability to partner with the YMCA, which will reduce a barrier for some of our families that would have liked to attend our preschool. Greater collaboration space, break room space for staff, health office, so a number of different things that our students and staff are going to benefit from this.
The building will feature at least a dozen early childhood education classrooms, a full-service cafeteria, and indoor and outdoor playscape areas. Bear Cub Preschool Principal Bree Rock says their mission remains the same, but having the roughly 200 pre-K kids all at one location will help both students and staff maximize their potential.
I mean, it's just a huge benefit for our community, and the research shows over and over again that quality early childhood experiences make a huge difference in academic gains, social gains, connections with their community, with their families, being able to give them a really nurtured first step in our district, get them engaged in our schooling and what we have to offer. So it's just a huge impact, and we're lucky that the state of Nebraska also feels this way and is really putting an emphasis on early childhood education and how important it is.
The Scottsville Public School District has already relocated their Internet Technology Department to the new site. Both the high school's boys and girls wrestling teams have been practicing there and will soon be the new home for the district offices.
So we are utilizing the vast majority of the ground level, which also includes 4 training rooms that we use frequently for meetings. In terms of the second floor, a number of our career and technical student organizations have already taken advantage of using that space for some of their district and area competitions. I know that DECA, FFA, and HOSA have all taken advantage of the opportunity to use that space for their competitions. ProStart has used the kitchen, and we are having conversations with other entities about potentially leasing a portion of that space.
Construction should be completed in early July, and the hope is the building is fully up and running in August. In Scottsbluff, Ryan Murphy, KNEB.TV News.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Hello, once again, it is time to take a look at what is happening in the world of agriculture with these markets. I'm Susan Littlefield, and joining me today is going to be Brian Split. Brian is with agmarket.net, and it's okay to kind of come back off a holiday and start to push some possible new highs happening in the trade. And it looks like, Brian, we're seeing that right now as you look at this corn complex.
We are, and this is several weekends in a row, Susan, where we've kind of come out of the weekend with lower trade. At least this week, we didn't have concerns about tariffs or trade policy. It was more just some slight improvements in South American weather. But, between the overnight lows and where the market's trading here midday, we've got some good action. Corn is making new highs for the particular move in both old and new crop. We've got a high on the day for March corn at 502. So I think right now the key thing that this market's trying to work itself up to in corn are the highs that we made in 2024. So those were made in May. And on the March contract, that was 508 and a quarter. For July, it was 520. So there can be some very key resistance areas, such that, for a yearly high, it's not likely that you just go look at it and blast right through it. More often you'll test it, pull back and get another running start at it before trying to work through those highs. Beans saw a little bit more selling last night on the slight improvements in South American weather. But they've since have turned higher as well. And as long as old crop beans can continue to be supported at the 100-day moving average, I think that shows fund interest in maintaining length there, even though they did trim it a little bit last week. And wheat funds are still very short wheat. Even with the recent buying that we've seen, we can continue to see additional short covering there. And I think a test of the fall highs are likely in order there.
And from a livestock perspective, bitterly cold temperatures are seen throughout the regions. How do you see that weighing in, or is it going to weigh in on the markets?
Initially this morning, we did have selling in live cattle, yet the feeder cattle market did not seem to be too interested in selling off. I think we knew the cold temperatures were coming, so any strength that was going to come from that would likely come from the forecast of it. Now the market's going to be looking ahead to temperatures moderating, and we're probably going to see, in our area, which this is not cattle country, obviously, but we're going to see temperatures improve by 50 degrees over the next week and a half or so. So I think the idea of that affecting the marketplace in the futures is probably come and gone.
All right, sounds good. By the way, you can catch the full conversation as Brian and I will be speaking later today during the Channel Final Bell. Check it out if you miss it live. It's on the podcast at ruralradionetwork.com. I'm Susan Littlefield on the Rural Radio Network.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
At Renewal by Andersen, we ask, why should we only feel the love on Valentine's Day in February? We have declared the entire month of February as the month of love. That's right, we did it. We laugh at February's snow and cold. We love installing the best new windows and doors. We love how warm, cozy, quiet, and more valuable our awesome windows and doors make our customers' homes. Love, love, love. Tell someone you love them today, and please book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com. Feel the love every day in February with Renewal by Andersen.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, the Nebraska State Patrol released more details regarding the death of Trooper Kyle McCasey, who was killed in the line of duty Monday in a traffic crash on I-80. Acting Troop A Commander Jeremy Thorson says that the last trooper to die in the line of duty was Troop E's Jerry Smith, who was McCasey's roommate during NSP Camp 56.
The last trooper that we lost in the line of duty was Jerry Smith in June of 2019. Kyle and Jerry were actually roommates in camp, at Camp 5-6. And Kyle was instrumental in helping the Smith family in their time of grief. The second phone call I made yesterday was to Karen Smith. No, that was a hard one.
The name of the NDOT snowplow driver who backed up and killed Trooper McCasey has not been released at this time. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.